What's going on, everybody? It's your boy SoFly Trades here, back with another video. And today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about human emotion called greed, because greed and fear are the two biggest things that market makers will induce in you. But today, when I mean I fumbled the bag, I fumbled the easiest bag, bro. The easiest bag. And I'm talking about NFL fumble, like Ray Lewis hit sticked you off the sideline type of fumble. That's what I'm talking about. So without further ado, I'll just get into, some of the mistakes that I made, the greed. So basically, long story short, I'll start out with my first trade. My first trade, we were, it was around 650, 645, 650. I was looking for puts because in pre-market, I seen this is my 1 minute time frame. If you guys don't know, but I seen this is our key level. This is our whole psychological number, 400. I seen us push up to 400 and trail back down to 399. So I said, okay, let me try that again because it'll, most likely is a high probability chance, that once we push up again, we might reject back down. Long story short, my first trade came down. I seen we started bouncing off this 21-day EMA and started coming back up without crossing our 21-day EMA. So I cut it. I cut it for a loss of $60 in my next trade. Talk about this next trade. So I said, okay, I'll wait. I waited. I let the market do whatever it was going to do. I wanted to make sure my second trade was the smart trade. So I let it push up. I didn't have FOMO, no FOMO at all. I did really good waited till it, I knew it was probably going to have some drawdown after we hit this 401.23, but we never hit it. We kind of just drawed right back down to 399. So I said, I think this will be a good area to look to take calls up to 400. Long story short, I got in right here. My lot size was about 5 contracts. I was fully filled at about right here. Long story short, I took it from 399 up to 400. So I basically took this whole move up. Yeah, basically I took this whole move up for a profit of, let's show you guys, $236. Mind you, 60 minus 236 is like 174. 175, 176, one of those three numbers. Anyway, long story short, I was above my profit goal. My profit goal right now is anywhere between $150 to $200 a day. And mind you, I made that in like 7 to 10 minutes. But, me getting cocky just because, my second trade was beautiful. I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can make some more money. And I just want to warn you guys, whenever you guys find yourself saying, let me see if I can make some more money, do not try. That's your greed talking. That's your greed talking. And then you get overconfident because you just won a nice trade and you might make some mistakes. And then you're just giving back profits. And then after you give back a little bit of profits, you're going to be like, let me try to make that little bit back. That's all I want is to make that little bit back. Then you're going to try to make that little bit back. Then you're going to lose again. And it's just like, it's like a snowball. The more it rolls, the faster it rolls, the bigger it gets, the worse it gets. And that's basically what happened to me today. So long story short, seeing that we were above VWAP and seeing that, I was just trying to make some more money or whatever. Long story short, I tried to catch a reject. I tried to catch a reject and take it to the downside on a day with a lot of strength. Today had a lot of strength in the market. So give me 1 second. Show you on my 5 minute. So on my 5 minute, right? After we pushed up here, I tried to get in another play. So we pushed up. I seen this reject. I was like, I'm going to wait to try to get in this. I wanted a little bit more confirmation. So I was waiting. I was watching the candlesticks, but I wasn't necessarily watching volume the way I should have been watching volume. If I was watching volume, that I would have seen that we were trailing down on shrinking volume whenever if we reverse or go up, you want to see that move validated with volume. And the move wasn't necessarily validated with volume because volume was falling on every candlestick. As you can see here, you see this candlestick right here? Now look directly below. Okay, we have, I guess you could say that's a validation. It's above average. This yellow line, that means it's above average. Then I go to this second candlestick. You go all the way down. It starts to shrinking. And the third one, it's green. Then we have the fourth one. And the volume is steadily shrinking, as you can see. It's steadily shrinking. And then we have an even smaller candle, but a bigger candle body. Belay my last. We have a smaller volume tick with a bigger candle body, and that's just screaming an anomaly. And I didn't see that. So long story short, I seen this rejection right here of this 401. And I remember in the past, we rejected this 401 area right over here. Give me 1 second so I could just show you guys, kind of my thought process. So, prior, we have rejected this 401.23 area and taken it back down. So I said, okay, maybe we'll reject that 401.23. Nope, that is not what happened, buddy. Not at all. So long story short, let's go back to my 1 minute. Long story short story long. I took the rejection right here. As you can see when I was trying to set up my play right here. I took this rejection. In price, we were just consolidating. So literally, I was just holding through all of this. Well, I don't like why this is so small like that. Just want to make it bigger for you guys. There you go. There you go. So long story short, I got in right here. As price crossed the 21-day EMA and my 9-day crossed my 21-day, I got in for puts to 400. Mind you, I seen this level we were holding. So I'm like, I'm going to hold it. Maybe we break through. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections off of that. Now, if I'd have cut it right here, then I'd have been break even and I'd have been in profit for the day. But long story short story long, me going against trend and my technicals just going right out the window just because I was cocky and my first trade was beautiful and I thought I was going to catch some type of reversal to the downside. I ignored and I didn't even see the fact that we were holding above VWAP, which is our volume weighted average price index, which means we're bearish. I mean, we're bullish. Why the heck would I try to hold a put on a day where we're trending? And we're above VWAP. You never want to take trades. Say, for instance, if we're under VWAP, you don't want to take call options. Well, you can, you can take call options, but you don't want to hold them. You don't want to, once they get to your key level or your profit target, you want to sell it quick because the markets are usually going to reverse in the direction that it was already going before. So if you're trending up that day, it might have a minor pullback that you can probably, scalp a little bit of profits off of, but then it's going to reverse back in the same direction. Long story short story long, I held so long. Came up. I was like, oh man, we're about to cross this trend line, which means this is very bullish. Long story short, we crossed it up. I sold. But actually, it hit my stop loss right here because I had my stop right above the previous high. It was above this one, but I didn't want to risk too much profits, even though I gave it all back. So I put my stop loss right here, and look at the liquidity grab. Look at that. It came up, boom, touched my stop, and went right back down. Even though, I'm glad it did hit my stop instead of me, canceling my stop and not following my plan. And then if I'd have held it, but maybe it'll go down since, it dropped back below. Nope, that's not the case. That's not the case. Look, we trended all day, bro. All day. Let me show you my, we trended all day long. All day long. So long story short, that trade went against me for a total of $276. So that put me down $100 on the day. And If I'm down $100, I stop trading. That's my hard stop right there, $100. But that's what greed does to you. I just want to point that out because I was up, $174, and greed got the best of me, and now I'm down $100. So I also made another rule for myself that when I'm at my profit target, cut off your computer. Well, not your computer. Close Thinkorswim, because I notice after I'm in profit and I just sit here, let me just watch the charts just to see what it does. It makes me want to trade, and then I give back profits, and you don't want to do that. Say for instance, right? Somebody gives you $100. Somebody puts $100 on the table, and then someone else comes along and they take $20 out of your $100. You're gonna be like, what the heck? Why are you taking my money? So, us as traders need to have that same mentality, when we're in profits. Like, we have to control our emotions because we don't have a boss. We don't have anybody that's going to be like, hey, SoFly, you're up. Don't give any money back. We don't have anybody that's going to tell us that. We only have ourselves, and our emotions. So we have to learn how to control it, with risk management. But, it's just crazy how you could be up and then you could just be down, and it's not nothing against my strategy or anything. It's me. I get in the way of my own trading. And I'm pretty sure a lot of, other traders out there can say the same thing. Sometimes it's not even a strategy. It's the trader itself. You know what I mean? The hardest part about trading is the mental aspect. It's not even, finding levels. That's not the hardest part. The hardest part is battling yourself. Just like with anything else in life, battling yourself is the hardest part. But, we live and we learn. Like I said, I made a new rule that whenever I'm up at my profit target, that I just close out Thinkorswim. I don't want to look at the charts no more, because if I look at the charts and be like, oh, maybe there'll be another opportunity. Yes, there could be, but I'd rather take my money, come back the next trading day, and apply that profits to what, apply those profits to what I'm sorry, apply those newfound profits, to some newfound gain. There we go. Instead of getting some profits and then giving it right back the same day. We can't do that as traders, man. We can't. So, I really wanted to share this with you guys because I make mistakes, traders make mistakes. That's why I really wanted to start this YouTube channel, because I remember watching some traders and I'm like, does this dude ever lose? Like, does he ever make mistakes? Because some traders don't tell you about their bad days or their off days. And I don't think that's reputable, because that's giving people the wrong ideas, and that discourages a lot of people. Some people look at them like, why does he always win and I always lose? That discourages a lot of people. And, I don't think some traders should teach like that. I think you should be completely transparent with your wins and your losses. That's the only way you'll grow. And that's the only way other people will really see the value in trading, But another thing that I did today, since I got greedy, I went out today and I needed to remind myself how long it takes to actually even make $100. So I went out today and I DoorDashed. I was DoorDashing from around 10:30 to, let's say, 10:30 to 2:30. That's 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 4 hours, right? Guess how much money I only made in those 4 hours? You guys are going to be surprised. $27.50 in 4 hours. So that really put into perspective for me that when I make $150, $200 in 5 to 10 minutes or even 30 minutes, you have to be grateful. You got to be grateful, because you're basically telling yourself, hey, you self, all that work you did was for nothing. That's basically what you're telling yourself when you get greedy like that. So I just wanted to share you guys some of the stuff I did today. I had a green day turn red, and it was my fault. Nobody's fault but my fault. But I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Oh, and another thing, a little side note. when price is breaking out, say for instance, price breaks out, right? You want price to break out with what you call momentum. So as you can see, as price started breaking out, the candlesticks started like increasing, but you can see the volume was increasing as the break. That means the breakout is validated. Whenever we break out of a consolidation area, when we break out, you want to see increasing volume. You want to remember this, guys. You want to see increasing volume on the breakout. And then if we come back to retest this key level, you want to see low volume on the retest. That means there's not that many sellers actually, that there's not a lot of sellers actually trying to push through that key level. And mainly people are buying. That's really what you want to see. And that goes for, you know, a breakout in the uptrend and a breakout in the downtrend. You know, even in the downtrend, if it breaks down, you know, in the downtrend, you still want to see increase in volume on that move away from that key level. And then if we come back up to that key level to retest it, you want to see low volume, saying that, you know, there's not really any buyers in the market right now. And then you basically retest that level just to go right back in the direction. And that's usually where you want to take your trade, a break in the retest. If it breaks a key, some people only trade with breakouts. Say for instance, if we break out and then retest the level, some people only trade with breaks and retests because momentum, usually there's always momentum in breaks and retests. So you have some traders that like to only take breakout trades, but I just really wanted to share that with you guys. My mistake today, being greedy, and I will be working on that for next week, you know. But other than that, I appreciate you guys for following along with me. Comment down below what you'd like to see in future videos. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys Sunday for the stock market, SPY stock market recap. Peace.